presentation will be over the economic growth and development, measuring the economic strength and quality of life amenities in Union County, Ohio. So the first thing we're going to go through is the overview of Union County, Ohio. It was created and founded in 1820 and is mostly farmland and rural area. It was named because it kind of took parts of 4 or 5 surrounding counties and combined it into one, so they came up with the name Union since it's a unification of 4 or 5 different counties within Ohio. Just about 1% of Union County is classified as urban, so that will be mostly the Dublin area, as well as Marysville. So Marysville, Ohio is the largest town in Union County. Another cool thing to note about Marysville is that it's home to a Honda of America plant where they manufacture different kinds of Honda vehicles. Honda is also planning to build a data center in Union County, so pretty close to the Honda of America plant, which will be in charge of data keeping and the city storage of personal data for Honda drivers and users. There's also been an increase in residents leaving the Columbus metropolitan area and heading to more rural areas, with Union County being one of the prime destinations for people to head to. Union County draws people in because it has a lot of different employment opportunities. There's good housing, as well as it's relatively close to Columbus itself. It's not that long of a drive. It's about 20 to 30 minutes at the most, which is still important for people if they want to have a city life. Manufacturing and farming are the 2 largest employers in Union County, followed by service industries and retail. So manufacturing is a lot of cars through the Honda of America plant, as well as there's a different tool industries that are in Marysville. Farming is another big one, just due to the fact that most of Union County is farmland and rural areas. Service industries is a lot of those types of people are working at the hospital. There's a Memorial Health Hospital that is in Marysville. It's a very, very nice hospital. And there's also a lot of retail, so that will also be focused in the more urban areas. So in the Jerome area, the Dublin area, as well as the Marysville area. So overall employment in the year of 2015, there's an influx of $62.95 million for new companies investing in Union County. That, as a consequence of that, there were 140 new jobs created within the county. A lot of these were manufacturing jobs, boosting the amount of people that are working in the manufacturing industry. Currently, Memorial Health is planning a $50 million expansion and facelift to accommodate the influx of new residents. This facelift, they just announced it in 2017. It will be getting underway shortly. So a big thing about that is that when a hospital has to expand that much, that means there's a lot of new residents coming in. A lot of these residents are from nicer areas around Columbus, bringing in more wealth to the area. FedEx has also submitted plans to construct a $50 million through 530,000 square foot distribution facility in Jerome Township. So when it comes to FedEx like this, a lot of their stuff is automated, but building a 530,000 square feet facility is going to take a lot of labor and a lot of time, so they'll create a lot of more construction opportunities for people within the county, as well as more employment opportunities working through FedEx. They'll need drivers, as well as managers and even employees that work in the warehouse alone. So it'll create more employment opportunities at a higher level than they would be in smaller retail jobs. There are also many companies that are expanding into Union County. There's companies that are expanding their operations that are currently based in Union County, and there's also people and companies that are moving from other counties and other states into Marysville because of the economic growth that's taking place. So when we look at the picture on the bottom part of this page, you can see the employment breakdown. So manufacturing takes up about 18.5% of the employed population. Healthcare is the second highest with 13%. Retail, trade is about 10.3%, which is the next highest. So then we get to about scientific and professional, scientific, and tech services and education services around 7%, which is a good. It's nice to see that education is around 7%. It allows the students to have a better opportunity to more resources when there's that many teachers present. Unemployment in 2018, this year, is around 4.1%. This is the sixth lowest out of all the counties in Ohio. Unemployment will continue to drop as more companies and more people continue to move into Union County. Excuse me. As unemployment continues to drop, there will be more employment opportunities. More people will be willing to move into Union County, especially with the amount of businesses and manufacturing that's coming into the county. So next we're going to look at income markers. The first one is the per capita income is the 10th highest in Ohio, coming in at $27,389. The median household income is the third highest in Ohio, coming in at $68,452. The median family income is also coming in at third highest in Ohio, at $78,254. All of the income markers that I have just stated are higher than the average of the United States, Ohio, and the Columbus, Ohio metro area. The percent of people in Union County that are in poverty is 7.86%, which is relatively low. There are a lot of employment opportunities, and there will be more employment opportunities to raise these people out of poverty. So in the coming years, look for this number to go down. Current population demographics. Currently, there's 90.9% of the residents in Union County are white, 2.92% are Asian, 2.34% are African American, 1.52% are Hispanic, and the age breakdown you can see on the bottom in this picture. The green represents people that are native born, so they were born in the U.S., and blue means that they were foreign born and they immigrated here. Cool thing to note about this is that just under 20% of the population is between the ages of 5 and 17, and around 7% is between 18 and 24. Most of the people that live in Union County are between the ages of 5 and 55, so there's not many people that are above the age of 55 within Union County. The population is relatively young, meaning that more people are going to continue working. Once you get over 55, a lot more people start retiring. They don't have as much income. So the fact that the population is towards the younger side, they're willing to spend their money more than people nearing retirement age would be. Healthcare breakdown for Union County. There's 50 primary care physicians per 100,000 people, 48 dentists per 100,000 people, 109 mental health professionals per 100,000 people, and there's 41 other providers per 100,000 people. And this is something interesting to note, that there are a lot of different medical resources that are available to the people in Union County. Although there's only around 53,000 people in Union County, they do have access to a lot of different healthcare opportunities. There's numerous primary care physicians as well as mental health professionals, which is something that has been emphasized more recently. Is there needs to be more mental health professionals, and Union County has really taken that to heart, and they've set a focus on having enough mental health professionals within their county to assist any needs that their residents may have. So next we're going to look at the market support and entrepreneurship. Union County has the highest concentration of manufacturing in the Columbus region. You'll see that in the different tool companies that are manufacturing there, especially with Honda USA having a big manufacturing plant in Marysville. This will also continue to increase with all the new manufacturing businesses that are coming into the region. A lot of them are towards the manufacturing industry. They're not necessarily manufacturing. There's a lot more scientific research and development companies that are coming in, which are more high paying than manufacturing companies. Union County has grown professional, scientific, and research sectors at a faster rate than the rest of the Columbus region. Union County is really focused on building a research sector and a scientific research sector within their county. They want to give their residents the best opportunity that they can. Patent production is the highest in the Columbus region, and I would be willing to bet that it's also the highest within the state. Union County boasts an innovative agribusiness community, which is key since most of the area in Union County is rural, and the highest employment opportunities are in farming. Union County has a growing educated workforce. They continue to educate their workers. They have multiple initiatives for people that are in lower paying jobs to go back to school and get educated in different fields so that they're able to get a higher paying job and help themselves out a little more. Union County has the second highest GDP of any county within the Columbus region. This is a really important factor that they're producing a lot of different goods and materials that are needed throughout the state and throughout the country, and people have to come to Union County to get those things. It also has the second highest median income in the Columbus region and the third highest in Ohio, kind of like I mentioned before. Another thing to note is that it's within a 30-minute drive of 12 universities and colleges within the Columbus region. Since most of the population is on the younger side and the majority of the population is in the college age range, or at least looking to go to college, this is something that's important because a lot of kids aren't into traveling hours and hours to go to universities unless they're into something really specific that they have to do that. So having this many colleges and universities for these young people to go to is really important to build their knowledge base, and also they're close enough to home where they will want to come back and live in Union County later on after they have graduated from a college or university. So this will increase the amount of people that are educated and are willing to work at these companies that are already based in Union County. Another interesting thing is that the labor force has grown 65% since 1990, and it's continuing to grow. This year alone, it's grown about 3%. Every year, they keep adding more and more, people to the labor force, as well as the educated workforce. Their educated workforce is always on the rise, which is always a good thing. There's also been over $260 million of private investment in the last 6 years, which is a lot of money, and that has created so many jobs. This has been due to the Chamber of Commerce trying to get more businesses involved in Union County. The last thing that we're going to look at is the county government. So the government is based in Marysville, Ohio. It consists of an auditor, commissioners, coroner, and engineer, prosecuting attorney, recorder, sheriff, and a treasurer, all based in Marysville, Ohio. There's a Veterans Affairs office with many different services that includes financial services. So if someone needs extra assistance with finances, they're able to go to them. They also have opportunities for veterans in the workforce. So there's other services that include Chamber of Commerce, Economic Development, Human Resources, Social Services, as well as a record center and archives. The last thing to note is that there's a common pleas court, municipal court, probate court, juvenile court, and a law library all located in the county. Law library is something that's pretty interesting. Law libraries are pretty rare. Most of the time they're only at big universities. So for a county like this, to have a law library is a very interesting and neat thing for them to do. Overall, Union County is very stable. They're actually growing in most economic facets. The way of life that these people lead, they're living a great life. They have a lot of different opportunities open to them, and the overall attitude about Union County is very positive. It's going to keep growing. So I think this would be a good investment for this company. Thank you.